Hello, this is Colorwind, and this is Colorwind Plays. This is Devil May Cry, the reboot that just came out about 2 weeks ago. This is the PC version, and I'm just going to give you a little preview of what you have looked forward to if you decide to pick up this game. I've already completed it, and I have to tell you, this is an amazing game. I highly recommend it. As a matter of fact, I've already written a complete review for this game. I'll leave a link in the description for you to check that out if you'd like, if you want to know my opinion on that. But in the meantime, let's just get a good look at this game. I'm gonna skip the cutscenes so that you don't see any important story details. It's all about the gameplay. As you can see, the pace of the game is really fast. The moves that I'm using right now, you don't get them right away, or like stuff like that. That's not actually available to you at the beginning of the game, but having completed the game, I do have them at my disposal. You do have an array of different weapons. You have your normal gun, you have a sword, you have an axe, as you can see, and I'll show you the other weapons in a moment.
Who said that?
In the previous Devil May Cry games, there were different puzzles and like keys and stuff that you need to collect. All that has been more or less removed from this game, and instead have been replaced by these platforming sequences, sort of like the ones you're going to see here. You do have to move quickly. You do have to adjust to your environment, because demons are after you, and if you don't do something about it, you'll be stuck in limbo. So that's always good. Right there is when you would originally get your guns.
Ebony, Ivory, missed your girls.
But like I said, I've since already completed the game. I already have all of my weapons accessible to me from the beginning.
Target practice. Right on cue.
Dante has these whips, as you can see there, that you can use to pull people to you, and also you to them. Anyway, his array of weapons consists of the swords, the axe that I showed you, the guns. He also has the axe, these circular kind of I don't know what you call them. He also has the scythe, as well as his fists, which you can use. He also has different weapons. He has this shotgun that's much more powerful, and this gun that puts explosives on that you can explode. Oops. Like that. One of the great things about this game is the way that the combat is. All these weapons, as you could have seen, are accessible to you on the fly. You can switch back and forth between them without having to go to the menu and equip them or anything like that.
Don't shoot. My name is Kat. I'm not a
This
demon.
makes for a lot of different things that you can do in the game. Skip that cutscene. And it also allows you to get into different areas, such like this. If you happen to have the strong fists, these fist things, there's some arbitrary name, I don't remember. You'll be able to get through a wall like that and get in there. There was something else that was in there, but I've already gotten it. And you don't have that from the beginning, so you won't be able to do that at first. So you will have to come back to these levels to be able to get everything else that you can get. that over there, that's this little secret area that you might miss. So hey, a little quick tip. Before you go into this area, make sure you go to the left. When playing the game, the gameplay runs at a smoother rate than the consoles, at least for the PC version. Some people are complaining about how it was at 30 frames instead of 60. Well, if you're one of those people who doesn't like that, then get the PC version, because it can go to 60 and even higher, depending on what kind of rig you got. For me, it's always been real good and real smooth. There is a little bit of a jitter, as you can see here, but that's actually just due to the recording. I never encountered that when just playing it on my own. It's not very hard to get to a high rating, as you can see there. I got an A out of that, even though I got hit several times. I think that's not because so much the game is easier or more forgiving, but because you have much more at your disposal now. Dante has never been this flexible in his gameplay. Here's another quick tip. When you get to this merry-go-round, go to the right here. And you'll see more extra stuff that you can get to. You might have to wait a little while for some of it, but there's some stuff you can get to. Here are the divinity statues. Go in there. You can upgrade yourself. You collect white skulls that add up until you get an ability point, and then you can use those ability points to upgrade yourself. You get white skulls from getting high ratings in your combat, so you know you'll get more for getting an S as opposed to a C. These are all the weapons you'll eventually get. Originally, you only start with the Rebellion, and then real soon you'll get Ebony and Ivory pistols, and then along the way you'll get the Arbiter, Cyrus, I don't know how to pronounce that, and Aquila, as well as the Revenant and the Kablooey, which is the two guns that I also showed. And then there's also abilities that you could use, like certain way of enemy steps or special kind of evades. The payoff and kicker, which is a way to whip yourself over to someone and then also launch them up in the air or kick them backwards, depending on what you need. They do damage. You do have your devil trigger still. Dante has his double jump by default now, so that's not something you'll have to buy. I don't have any upgrade points at the moment, but that's okay. The cutscene, I'll skip that. Again, don't want to give anything away. One thing I really like is Dante now has a dedicated dodge button. Something I always thought was missing. For as many options as Dante has had for hurting enemies, he never really had that many in the way of defending himself. I know they want to make him seem like he's real badass, but there's nothing wrong with wanting to defend yourself, you know? I mean, there's no block or anything like that, but you do have the dodge now, and it's both. I'm playing this on the Xbox 360 controller for the PC, and it's both the right bumper or the left bumper. Either way, and the reason why they have it that way is so whether you're holding the right trigger for your demonic weapons or the left trigger for your angel weapons, which is how you access those, you can still dodge either way. Holding on the trigger, I can dodge with the right. Holding on the right, I can dodge with the left. You got me there. Always forget about that part. Let's see. Red orbs, you still collect red orbs, that's what they look like in this game. And you use those to buy, pretty much like it is in previous games, you get vitality stars, As you can see, you can get it right here from pausing the game and going to items. You get Vitality Stars, small and large. Devil Trigger Stars, which again are small and large. Gold Orbs, which resurrect you. And you still also collect health fragments. And the way you do that is you have to find a key in the level. And actually in any level, you find a key. And then if you come across a door with a lock on it, you have to use that key to open it. Now, there's actually 3 different keys in this game. So it has to, the key that you have has to match that particular door. You could also collect fragments to upgrade your Devil Trigger bar, which makes a return in this game. I'll show you that as soon as I get an opportunity to. Probably show you in here.
Excellent. Good.
You also have this angel lifting that makes Dante dash forward.
Yeah, whatever.
Skip that cutscene. And here's how Devil Trigger works. You double click in both thumbsticks, throws everyone up in the air, and then you can just attack them at will. As you can see, while you're doing this, his hair does turn white. So that's one way of doing it. If you're one of the people who don't like how Dante was redesigned, well then, there you go. There's a little bit of white hair for you. It's also worth noting, though, that when you do complete the game, you have an option of changing the costume that Dante has. And one of them that you get when you beat the game once is giving him white hair. So if that irked you, you do have that look to look forward to. His hairstyle is still relatively the same. It's a bit longer when you do that.
There's a rip up ahead.
And
A what?
We'll take you back to the real world. We'll come back for the hunter.
it's a bit longer when you do that, and it's white, but it's essentially the same hairstyle, so it doesn't look exactly like Dante's old hair. But there you go. And yeah, that little thing that you saw right there, that was a little stab at the way that Dante used to look. So
Okay then.
get over it.
Dante, wait.
Here's a boss fight. And the boss fights in Devil May Cry,
Dante, can you still hear me?
they are spectacular. I've heard some people complain about them, saying that they're not very good. I deeply disagree with that. I think they're amazing. They're a lot of fun. They're not like the most inventive boss fights I've ever seen, but they are immensely fun, and I cannot praise these enough. I mean, they're just so much fun. See, even here,
Shoot him down. That's it.
there we go.
It's working.
That might have been the first time I ever got a sensational rating. I am not kidding. Those are not easy to get still. Just want to point that out. It's actually pretty easy
Game over.
to get to a normal S. But double S's and triple S's are still extremely hard. Well, I think that'll be about it. That was Devil May Cry. It's an extremely fun game. If you want to see more, check out my review that I'll leave in the link below. And this has been Colorwind Plays DmC Devil May Cry on the PC. Later.